And we are back once again to talk about the tokusatsu shows we watched this week. This is Half Hour Henshin with one of your hosts, Sleepy Witch, joined by
DJ Azure, the 2.5D Hero Talk Tuber.
I mean, the first thing I'm going to say about this week's Zeztz episode is I felt like that episode moved so fast.
Oh my god, okay, cool. So it wasn't just me.
Okay, because I was watching it with a friend, and the episode ended, and I was like, was that a full 23 minutes? That felt like it was 10. And then I scrolled back on the stream, and it was like, no, that was 23 minutes. I felt like when that episode ended, I thought we were about to get the mid-episode kind of break, and then we come back, and it's like, no, the episode's over. And then my friend that I'm watching with, Ivan, was like, oh, well, he forgot that, they're streaming the show, but that doesn't mean that the show is being made for streaming. So that means all the episodes are still, kind of held to that 23, 24 minute area because they're still being aired on TV. So I was like, no, the episode wasn't shorter. It just felt like that.
Yeah, no, so much happened in that episode. And it was kind of nice, honestly. Okay, if there's one thing I really loved about this episode, Baku got to do so much cool shit this episode.
Yeah,
holy shit,
he was doing shit this episode. I think so. I really appreciate that. Not only did we start in media res, we started in the middle of this investigation. He's already been in the chef's dream, but then when we get the first attack and we zoom out, it's nope, doors have already been open. Things are already happened. He's already been in the middle of it.
Yeah, it's insane how fast that episode moved.
But also, I really liked it because it gives us it means we're not going to have a super predictable formula every episode where every episode is going to be all right, enter the dream. All right, find the doors. All right, you got your hint. Figure it out. It looks like we're going to get a wild variation of how dreams are going to go, which I like because while we're still doing Monster of the Week, we're not doing the same thing for every Monster of the Week,
Yeah, if the only thing that probably felt rushed was all the stuff that was happening in the real world. We just got a glance. Okay, cool. If this happens, that basically means the prime minister of this country is going to get poisoned, and it's like that. That's all we got for the real world because everything was just so dense in the dream world.
Yeah, I also really again, the one thing I did is kind of the mingling of the real world and the dream world.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, I love that he can get phone calls inside his dreams.
Yes.
Using the phone. That's super cool. I like that Zero can give him tickets to real world events and real world things in the real world.
Yeah, that was sick as hell.
Looks like his
that was
sister
great too.
Doesn't know what the fuck was going on with him and the fucking TV station guy though.
Yeah, that was honestly really funny though. The fact that he basically brings his little scanner to the real world restaurant, and it was wait, no, don't, no, we can't have that sauce. It's
really funny, but also I do like that his sister's take pictures of your own food, asshole.
Yeah.
I also really enjoyed fucking Zero just being in his room and then having to get shoved back into the closet.
Yeah.
As a general note, still don't completely trust Zero. Something's going on there.
Oh yeah. How does he get these connections? How is he able to affect the real world this way, or have stuff for the real world, or bring it to the real world? I should even say.
Yeah, something. I mean, again, the dream world and the real world are obviously connected. That's why stuff is happening in the dream world. It affects the dream. It affects the real world. We do know that those other chefs also got basically poisoned. And honestly, just going through, I can't believe we end this episode on a Baku might have died.
Yeah, it's also crazy too because one character we haven't even touched on yet is Nem. Nem finally gets to see the headquarters, number one, mission control. Yeah, which was great. Actually meeting Zero. But what we also noticed too is that Nem doesn't understand English at all.
No, not in the dreams even.
Yeah,
because again, it's part of his bit that he understands English. But I do love that Zero's keeping up kind of the gentleman persona, oh, lovely name.
Yes.
Very, very funny. When that happened, my brain immediately just hit me for hey, this kind of reminds me of Avalon. we got the British guy here.
Yeah.
Which I'm waiting for, man. I'm
I
kind of sad
know.
that they dropped that first episode. We haven't seen anything else. As
Mhm.
always, I will always advocate for, shows to take as much time as they need to, especially like indie productions, because we don't know what they're dealing with outside of the making the show. Lots of people have lots of real jobs that they need to do before they can, so they can actually have the money to afford to have the time to do any of the stuff that lets them do these shows.
Mhm.
But when it comes to that, I always wish that maybe if they had more of it filmed or more of it ready before they released this first episode, because it does kind of suck to get the first episode and then be left a little wanting, because I think we both really liked this first episode of this like second story arc,
Mhm.
and I'm kind of like, man, I wish they would have just delayed releasing it.
Yeah.
So maybe we didn't have to wait much in between, because again, I'm excited to see where it was going. We got some really interesting stuff, and I want to see what Dogman's up to.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
But going back
I'm
to
so
Zeztz,
curious.
we got the first green suit.
Mm-hmm.
We have Nox
Yeah.
being obnoxious and just kind of like, you still don't know.
Yeah.
But also, I also do like that we're getting a little bit more of that like dream vibe in the dreams, like Nem, like her outfit switching depending on what's going on.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so,
Like she's a farmer, or I think what was she an EMT? I think for one of them. I
Yeah,
can't remember.
yes.
Yeah,
Basically, we get the like farmer to EMT, and the moment the guy is off and they like switch back the camera, she's back in the farmer outfit.
yeah. Yes.
Very cute. Interesting vibes overall. I'm curious about what the subconscious dream is gonna be here.
Yes.
Because obviously the monster is the sauce, and I'm wondering if this is kind of like a generational trauma kind of thing where like the sauce has been what they've been passing on in this restaurant for all this time, and so maybe it's the hardships of basically being worthy of this sauce.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing he tells the other guy before. It's like, if you eat this, if you don't like this, get the fuck out of my kitchen.
Yeah.
So I am curious on how that's gonna wrap up, because on that front we basically didn't get like any info.
No, we did not. Like it felt like there was so much setup, but there was so much stuff that was happening in this episode. Like, Nem's like saying, I'm gonna help out. It's like I'm gonna help out too because I'm so thankful to you saying that you're gonna find Nem to your missions. Like,
Which was
like,
cute. I really liked this monster fight because him being a monster that basically shoots out poison. I love that his first reaction was stream, and that it was basically
Yes.
like almost like a perfect counter. But then obviously he targets them, and so he has to use Wing to save her, but obviously gets hit in the process. All of that, really good little bits of storytelling about his character without being like explicit.
Yeah. Also, talking about stream being a perfect counter, the fact that he uses it the first time when all the sauce starts blowing up, and it's like he just like does like the coolest like nonchalant stream, and then like just like this like hurricane of like that shields him in the kitchen.
I love that.
Shot.
It definitely was one of those vibes of like it reminds me kind of like of Dragon Ball when someone shoots like a ki blast and someone just like deflects it with their hand, like just slap it away. That's like the vibe. Yes, it was super cool. Really ruled. But I'm very curious to see what we're gonna see, because obviously we end the thing. His heart is stopping in real life. We're getting the you die in your dreams, you die in real life kind of thing. We obviously got the preview, and we know he's awake. He used the recovery form to save the chef, but he's the one dying now. I think my favorite meme that I saw though was him in the green suit. It's like, he's green for an amazing reason.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how that's gonna go down. Again, we've kind of gotten a hint of like you don't know what the cost of these powers are, and we've already gotten the like his heart stopping and the driver being almost like a pacemaker. And so I wonder if this is gonna be going more into like the cost of dreams. I do also like that he is at least lying to his sister about having like a part-time job. I have no idea if Zero gives him money or anything. But as far as things are concerned, at least his sister thinks he's doing something, so he's not just like a complete neat.
Yes.
But with that, I mean, next episode we're seeing the conclusion, or at least a continuation. This monster looks pretty sick as well. Like, it looks disgusting. I don't like looking at it, but like obviously for something that's poison made out of food, I think it works really well. Every time I see the Royale sauce, I was like, oh yes, guacamole sauce. It's
Yeah,
just
it really
it's
does.
green. It's
Yeah.
green. I was like, oh, that's some like thin chopped like guacamole or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, continuing on for this week's, we had episode 4 of Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider.
Oh my god, these delusional people. Oh my god.
I will start this with a thing that I said last week, which is like, if you bounced off of this anime, I don't blame you.
Oh yeah, yeah. No.
That first fight, there was so much just like this. Okay, this reminded me, the thing that I kept thinking about the entire time watching that like first early fight was just, this reminded me of some like High School of the Dead ass, like I'm about to shoot a bullet through your titties, like that's what I was reminded. Everything was bouncing. The immediate fight, like even last episode we didn't talk, but the immediate start of the like the girlfriend being revealed to a shocker, be like, we will now push our booms. I was like, it's a little much. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, no, honestly, I can't blame anyone if they want to drop it because of that. Like it's funny as hell though. Oh my
It's
god.
really funny. It just, I will say, this is one of those things where it's kind of like Sanji for One Piece, where like, man, I like the rest of the show. Every once in a while this guy does something that just makes me like shake my head like it's kind of like that. This it is a bit much. We're going really hard on it. And I was like, okay. And again, it leads into a really, really funny second half of the episode. It's like almost completely unrelated to the vibe from the beginning.
Yeah.
I do love that we get to see that when Tojima gets a text message, he was just in his house, just like working out.
Yeah.
That's all he's got. Because I mean, he is currently quote unquote living large because he sold all of his collection, and so he made a good chunk of change. Man. What else to say about this first half of the episode other than like it really was just bouncy or whatever. I think I literally saw a TikTok where I was scrolling by, we were talking about like, I think that Kamen Rider anime is Gooner bait.
Oh my god.
And it was like, I can't blame anyone for thinking that. Like it is just more like slapstick, but when all of the jokes like that have been just like, what if their titties were bouncing?
Yeah, I mean,
I get it.
But the funniest part too, though, is that what is it, Yuriko? I think her name was
it's like Yuri Kiso or something, or Yuri Kasu.
Yeah, like she like it's like she does it so nonchalantly. Like it's like the thing that's actually kind of funny about her is that she literally doesn't care if anyone sees. Like,
oh
so
no,
it's actually
she really
cool.
does it. I think it's funny that she just like vibes with it. I love that we're getting some of the quick change scenes. I love, I like getting the reaction of other characters when they just like turn around and she's like in the full outfit already. Again, it's funny, but I could also, if anyone is like, this is too much for me, I'm kind of like, I completely get it. It's a little bit much even for me. I'm here because the other gags, in my opinion, are still pretty funny. And I'm also here because the Teddy Lloyd remixes do fucking slap so hard.
Oh man, and then the fact that like now we have like, you know, our third our third quote unquote writer. Oh my god, who's the brother of the waiter?
Okay, that made sense. It didn't dawn on me till like the beginning of this episode where we saw the flashback, and I was like, oh, that other kid looks like the other dude in the opening. I wonder if that how we're explaining that, and then it was like, yes, that's my brother.
And it's so funny too because he doesn't actually transform. He is just basically cosplaying V3 civilian form. It is so funny.
I also like that he's just like, my aura is the aura of V3.
Yeah, and it's so funny too because like, you know, him and Tojima like, you know, like have a showdown and like they basically have like the Goku versus Superman argument right in the middle of the part.
This entire we had like a fucking real ass power scaling fight. That's why I was like, I thought that was really funny because in my opinion, like the logical extreme conclusion of people having like those dumb power scaling arguments is just fight for real, man. And they would just went like, fuck it. Yeah, we're going to do that. And having them fight, having them, you know, declare their like allegiance of like OG to V3, and then the fight going the way that it does, we see that, you know, he's not as strong as Tojima, but he's mastered a bunch of martial arts. And then again, we get a funny bit of like, Tojima gets knocked out the first time, thrown, and he just turns around and she's just ready as tackle.
Yeah.
Incredible bit.
And they say, no, this is my fight. This is my fight. I need to prove myself.
And then she changes back, which, the dude blushes at her taking her clothes off, which, again, I get it. That's going to be the joke the whole time. But I think it's just really funny that afterwards she's like, I don't know why I let myself get swept away with this.
Yeah, like they're all so delusional, and I love it.
It really is just the I can see him. You can see what? And then just he might have the same soul as me, and it's like, you guys, I think this is just a group of schizophrenic people. Unfortunately, no, it's just they're so far into the delusion, the vibe, that it's just it is kind of charming. It is endearing. I do also think it's really funny that we get the finally the oops, Yuriko-san wakes up and it's I was a member of Shocker. The younger brother saves him for the older brother, and we get the even if she's Shocker, she's my girlfriend. What? Yeah. Even if she's Shocker, she's my girlfriend. And then she gets up and is like, can you say that one more time for me? Which I think is funny. But also this ending with her basically calling all of the fucking Shocker combatants in the nearby vicinity. I'm expecting some action next episode. I'm hoping that'll be good. I'm hoping we take a little bit of a break on the Yuriko joke. But we'll see. Continues to be, I would say still relatively entertaining. It just also sometimes it's just all right, we get it. You have made that joke 3 times now.
It's still it will never not be funny to me. I enjoy this. And because they're all just delusional, and I love it.
Yeah. Here's the thing: the joke with all of them is funny. When it's just Yuriko and Yurika-san or whatever, or the other girl, together by themselves, it's okay, we get it. You have one joke.
Yeah, fair.
But hey, overall, still kind of a funny episode. Still relatively fun. I still definitely enjoyed that second half of just the park fight of this turning into, like you said, a Goku versus Superman fight. Though I guess realistically, this is more of a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Super Saiyan 2 Goku or Gohan versus Goku, because we have the original versus the one who comes later. But overall, it was cute. It was fine. Talking about really cute, though, we're continuing with Omega. They got jobs now.
Yeah, they do. And unfortunately for Kosei, specifically Kosei, actually, no. Even Serato, they still have to work in the warehouse.
They have 2 jobs now.
Yeah, we
went from no jobs for Serato to 2 jobs for Serato.
And it's funny too because they have the Kaiju Response, the counterattack squad, and then they say, wait, but what about the warehouse? I say, oh no, that's been handled already. And the funniest part too is that the note from the warehouse manager is just written in really messy writing on just a single sheet of paper, and with the tiniest note saying, oh yeah, that's right, Kosei and Serato still have to take care of the warehouse.
It looked like on that first top of the thing, he was I give my permission is written in a big ass fucking marker. And then at the very bottom, a tiny little micron pen, oh yeah, Serato and Kohei gotta keep that track of the warehouse.
Yeah.
Good bit. I mean, fun little episode of them working for the first time as a squad. I like that they did kind of bring up the all right, Serato, do you have a resume? And past work experience, and they're no, sorry, I don't got that. I might have to pass. And she's fine, I'll make an exception for you, Serato.
Yeah.
Which again leads me to believe that she already kind of knows something. Especially with the end of the episode where she's viewing the footage of Omega fighting the kaiju, and she's just this is going to be a very interesting team. And I'm okay, so you have an inkling of what's going on here.
Yeah.
Something. I do like her addition to the team as kind of a lady in the chair kind of vibe. And that while with them being kind of the the ground team. It was fun seeing them walk, run around the warehouse. It was really funny seeing Kyohei be the first one to run into the kaiju and then fuck up his like tranquilizer flare or his like tracking flare or whatever.
Yet.
I do like the little multi-purpose scanner thing that they have. That's also like a little shotgun.
Which we find out is meant to just, subdue the kaiju, but has so much power. Oh my god.
Yeah, do not accidentally shoot that at people. They will die instantly.
Yeah.
Literally. I think one of my favorite bits too was seeing Serato fight like the regular size kaiju, because we got to see basically like an unsuited fight. Which we really don't get to see very often. We've kind of gotten a bit of a treat in that, where we got that in the Eliminate Serato arc, and even now where we're actually seeing Serato's actor and not the Omega suit actor fight. So that was cool. I really enjoyed that. I also think it was really cool that they managed to capture kaiju basically the first time around, and because it could turn little, they were basically able to just kind of like take it home. What I'm curious about, I'm wondering if that's going to lead to anything.
Yeah.
Because we're obviously starting to get the bits of Serato's memory back. He's been to Earth before. Kaiju used to be on Earth because Serato remembers them. But what's happening? Why were they gone? Why are they coming back now? I am really excited to kind of see where that goes. But also, very cute, like, team building episode. Everyone kind of did their job. Everyone kind of did something, and they worked together. It looks like we got another recap episode next week.
Yep.
Very special recap. This probably is a good place as far as like story stuff, because it seems like we are again diving into some new stuff after this. So I guess we won't have too much to talk about next week. But I mean, anything else you had to say about this episode in particular?
No, nothing really. I mean, it's like no, we kind of got through it. Like the fight actually was, pretty cool. Like, the small, the big monster.
Oh, you know what? No,
yeah.
we didn't even talk about the big monster fight. The fucking sliding around on the slime was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Also, rip Trigoron not wanting to go into the water. Cat for real.
Yeah. But yeah, no, nothing else really. Like I mean, all I could really think about is not so much about the episode, but it's like, I don't know. It's kind of funny because, like, both of us are enjoying the hell out of Omega for being comfy, and like, despite it kind of not going anywhere at times. And I'm starting to see like a lot of mixed reactions to Omega now because of the fact that it for the same reasons. Like it's going nowhere. They're not answering anything, and I'm like,
I
this
saw
is comfy.
This reminds me of something else I saw real quick on Twitter, where apparently there's a site where it's basically like, hey, do you want us to watch Super Sentai with no filler? Here's the list.
Oh my god.
And
well, since we're gonna get into Super Sentai, yeah, we might as well talk about this. Oh my god.
I just don't like that way of viewing episodic shows. I think the whole point of the episodic format is to let you see kind of vignettes and like little pieces in between. And even if you're not always sometimes moving the story forward, I think as long as you're kind of moving the characters' relationships forward, like it's all still pretty worthwhile. And sometimes it's just nice to have a fun episode. Here's the thing. Do they always hit the mark with this? Sometimes no. And sometimes there are stuff that you want like fleshed out, and then the season ends and you're like, ooh, they did not give that enough time. So there are obviously flaws to this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, it's also funny too because I think someone pointed out that apparently King Oger is like everything except like 2 episodes in the middle. I think it was.
There was like one episode near the end too where it was like 37 or something, where they were like, King Oger was very plot centric, but it did a really good job in still balancing that with character episodes where you got to really learn about them and see their vibes.
Like I enjoy the filler episodes. It's like the thing that worries me the most are honestly recap episodes, which is why the both of us, like, going back to Omega, we both were like praising the fact that like, oh my gosh, he's gonna learn about the kaiju and they're gonna do it in a recap episode, an in-universe context recap episode, and we were so excited for that recap episode.
They've done this every once in a while, and when they do, I definitely like it more than just like here's a recap with nothing else. Definitely my. It's a thing where I'm like, it really depends on how they do the recap episode. The other thing with the quote unquote filler, I hate the term filler now, because
Yeah.
people are using filler used to mean stuff that isn't from the source material, usually when going from manga to anime. And with that, I can understand you being like, cool, I don't want to watch the stuff that got added because I'm trying to get like the most, official version of this story, the most like vibe from the original author as I can. So them switching stuff is not stuff that I care about. Totally understand that. But then it just started turning into like, when there's like downtime episodes in between like missions, or when there's like not a fight, it's like, this was a filler episode. It's like, what are you talking about, man?
No.
Especially for series like especially like the Super Sentai Now, or like stuff that's like anime original. It's like, this isn't filler. This is the story, dude.
Yeah.
But with
like,
that,
we didn't really talk about it while it was airing, but like it's one of the reasons why I was like, actually no. You know, it's a great example of this. Oh my god, I forgot what it I forgot the Japanese name of it, but Go-Go Loser Ranger.
oh yeah, what's it called? The Japanese name is like,
Oh man.
oh god, yeah, no,
Sentai Daishikaku. Yeah, Sentai Daishikaku. Yeah, and that was basically going through like a volume an episode, and I was kind of angry with how fast it was moving.
Yeah, I did not
Yeah.
watch that anime, but I did hear that like the anime was going like, I think we talked about it a little bit because you were like, yeah,
just a
we're
little
already
bit.
at this part. You were like, and I was like, did the season come out like 2 months ago?
Yeah, exactly. It's like they just sped through it, and like that's what that website reminds me of. Like just speed through it. I'm like, no.
Yeah. It reminds me of the people who are kind of like, oh, you want to get into JoJo, just skip these parts or whatever.
Oh no.
And it's like, and here's the thing: if there are parts that really appeal to you, and you're like, okay, I only want to read Steel Ball Run because I only care about the horse race or whatever. Sure,
Yeah.
do that. They're made to be like that. They're made to be kind of independent, so you don't, that you don't really have to. But if you're like, I want to read JoJo's, I'm just not going to read it. It's like, why? If you start reading a part, you really don't enjoy it. You're like, I'm going to skip it. I'm just going to read the next one. I'm like, okay, at least it was something you didn't enjoy. Don't ever force yourself to watch this.
Yeah.
But like, why would you be like, I'm not going to engage with this? It reminds me of just like a while ago where I saw people clowning on certain mangas. I think usually like Hunter x Hunter, for being like, why is there so much dialogue? I don't want to read shit.
Oh my god.
And it's like, sometimes you're gonna have to read things, man. It is still like a reading medium.
Yeah, exactly. I forgot. Are you caught up on Chainsaw Man's manga?
If there was a chapter that came out like last Tuesday, I'm pretty caught up. Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, but I mean, like, yeah, like, no, Chainsaw Man actually like skips out like a small, like some small things, but like, it like there's so much reading in that manga.
There really is, especially in certain parts. Yeah. I'm like one chapter. Funnily enough, after I'm done here, that's what I'm finally gonna go see the Reza movie.
Oh, I'm so lucky. Sorry. That's so lucky. I want to watch it, but I'm busy this weekend. But yeah, that is to say, we're gonna go talk about what basically feels like a filler episode of Gozyuger, but like,
I mean,
it
was continuing the literal last episode. That's been, because I've heard people complain about the thing where it's like, oh, we're not dealing much with the ring fight, we're not dealing with enough, and it's like, man, the ring fight's kind of been in the background for a while. I've been really enjoying the random places we've been going with Gozyuger.
Yeah,
and my like, biggest complaint, not enough Sumino.
Yeah. And but this episode and last episode, freaking amazing episodes. Yeah, it's like yeah, let's make some of the best episodes just be these two old men just having a rivalry, and it is glorious. Like even this episode probably has the most, as some people would say, filler energy, but it is so good.
I had a lot of fun with this. Yeah, I really enjoy, first of all, starting off with more Fire Candle being in the episode, him being the one who's like, card no one. Are you really going to let his sacrifice be in vain? Okay, yeah, I gotta work up to it. I do love the letter of challenge, just like flying in. I forgot that the cafe owner lady knows about Kinjiro being an old man, because they like called him old timer or whatever. She just didn't react. She's like, that's rough. She just left.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the episode starts with like, Kinjiro being really sad, and like and everyone is, it's like oh yeah, his rival came back, and all this stuff, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, it was like his childhood friend came back, they ended in a fight, also they didn't even finish their challenge.
Yeah.
The card challenge being old maid was really funny. Also continuing the trend of fraudness Kumade. Getting destroyed by someone. To be fair, I also hate eating stuff when it's like piping hot like that. I do want it to cool down a little bit. So I probably couldn't have done it anyway. But it's like, come on, man, you're godness Kumade. I expected more from you. Looks like I shouldn't expect more from him next episode either, but we'll get to that near the end.
Oh man.
I love that we get to see that. I think that it was we got to see everyone else's challenge. Sumino getting to bomb, making a quote-unquote high-class joke was really funny. I really liked, I was watching the overtime subs, and the way that they translated it, I thought was really good, making it like a bad pun.
Yeah.
With the, like, apartment, it's like, oh, God, that was bad. That was a joke that would have made Simbali Rudolph proud. I'm glad I got you with that.
And it's really funny considering the fact that I wanted to go see horses last week. But other than that, like this episode, like basically was filler energy, and it was great. Like like they all had to do a challenge to finish up the game of Old Maid, and of course, it being a rigged game, they had to do something that was basically their weakness. So like,
I love that Huero can't finish. Yeah, he can't finish the NATO juice. We have. I love that. Ryuji's was like, you have to tell Pegaso that he sucks to a photograph 3 times. I wish we could have seen that almost.
Yeah, then Rika Rose was making ugly face, and I was laughing.
That was
so hard.
That was so good. It was so dumb, but like so good. Like, of course he wouldn't. Absolutely not. I loved that we got to see old man Kijino break it down as his challenge. He took on his friend's challenge, and he danced for 5.5. Here's the thing, man. I thought about that. I'm like, man, me dancing for 5.5 minutes sounds tough. So
yeah,
Grandpa Kinjiro. I also love that we got to see everyone be like, you're crazy. Are you sure you're going to be okay? And Horu's like, if he knows what he's about, let him do it.
Yeah. And it's great too, because like, oh man, I forgot what's Genji? No, I forgot what's the name of it. Oh yeah. Kenji was like, like, hey, it's like that's what made him realize, like, he that the difference between, eternal youth and a life full of excitement is completely different, because he's breaking it down in his old life, still living his life of excitement, while he's actually like, it's like, because like, it's like saying, don't you need to be young to have excitement? And he's like, nah.
No, like, I really love that. I thought it was really good. I also think the fucking Die Ranger fucking power transformations are really funny. The turning into a card to slip out the door, and then just seeing him on the fucking bicycle.
Yeah.
it's wacky in that very kind of fun way that it's just like, well, yep. Him showing up just in the Ranger form. Please, he needs some eggs. He's in trouble.
Yeah.
Also, I do like that the final challenge is just beat card no one. I think that worked out pretty well. We got to see a sick ass fight. In the interest of also, like, being honest about things that felt like, a little rushed, like there was no fanfare for 5-color Tegasword. There really wasn't. We also, because we got like a kind of upgrade to the Fire Candle mech, where it's like he was able to kind of use the soul and skills of the no one that was fallen. And there also really wasn't a fanfare for that being like a little bit of an upgrade. The 5-color Tegasword happened, and then he just killed him, and it was like, that's it. So I can admit that felt a bit rushed, especially because at this point that feels like it should be like a big thing, in the way that, like, oh, we've only had the one individual one, the one where we had the like copies was already such a big deal. So is this gonna? And it's like, no, we just did it. We moved on. Yeah. Did like seeing Gozyuger Green use the Tegasword. I do like that it's like an item that doesn't really belong to anyone. Horu pulled it out of the stone, but it looks like it can like offer itself up to any of the Gozyugers. And we've seen 3 so far, which means I'm hoping we're gonna get at least a Sumino episode with it.
Yes, please give us a good Sumino episode, and don't let anyone else actually hijack it.
I'm gonna be honest. At this point, if the rest of the series is like half Sumino episodes, at least it would be even.
Yeah.
Sumino needs to just kind of take over for this half. Again, that's probably my biggest complaint out of the show. They have like a good, interesting cast of characters that some of them just are getting sidelined a little too much, and it feels lame that it's like it's been like the third or fourth time in a row where we only get one female ranger, and she's the one getting sidelined the most here. Because at the very least, you know, Mira was like the main character of Boon Boonjer, and we saw most of the things through her perspective. So at the very least, she was around. Sumino legitimately sometimes just missing until the fight.
And then before that, we had Himeno and Rita, who were just, you know, they were monarchs, and you know, they actually had so much to do with their series too. Then,
especially with Himeno, because obviously Rita was a, you know, quote unquote a female ranger, but at least she wasn't another dude.
Exactly.
So we got at least a little bit of variety there. And then before that, with Dawn Brothers, we had another like main character who was
like
Oni's
the
sister.
most unhinged. Oni's sister was so unhinged.
I love her so much, but
but
we love Haruka. That is still Stan Haruka, but that is still like a 5-series streak of only one prominent female character in the main Ranger cast.
Which is why it sticks out even more, the fact that, like, you know, like she's basically just like Sumino's just gotten shafted. Like,
and Sumino's getting shafted even like during the episodes about saving her sister, which feels bad. We'll not shy away from talking about the things in the show that I wish would be better, but for now, let's hope we get some more Sumino episodes. As you know, my greatest Toku bad guy is still that goddamn bubble. And I'm hoping there's no bubble for Sumino, basically. Where they show all the pictures of her in the Tegasword armor, she like never uses it in the show. That would kill me for real. I would be deceased. But let's hope that they're gonna use her character more. It looks like obviously we got a fraudness Kumada episode next week. I do love the little cute bear they have for the No One that week. She looks adorable.
Oh, that's right. Next week we have a new member of the No Ones, Ribbon. So we'll see.
So we're gonna see how that goes. And I think for that's all we got this week. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you guys later.
This program is brought to you by
our unending love of Tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
you can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.